The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real.
Allegedly Shady Shannon, don't get blocked. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And I know it's early, it's morning. It's really early, y'all. Before I even start getting in my spiel, this live is kind of serious because it is, yes, pray for Jaguar Wright. She's still alive. She is still alive. Let's put that out there. She's still alive. So if you're watching, tune in, like, oh my God, she's still alive. But the situation is very alarming. So I do want to say that. But thank you guys for coming. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. This conversation might be a little triggering, so get ready for it. So Jag went live on IG. She was on another YouTuber's Instagram, right? And they went live. And from what I came at the end, so what I seen is that it kind of progressively got bad. And basically Jag put out there that, you know, her and her husband got into it. She whatchamacallit, he threatened to pull a gun out and all that stuff. And he took the safety off the gun and all this stuff. He's still alive. 911 was called and everything like that. But it got progressively worse. And it was like a really, really, really bad situation. She was with the, what's the light-skinned dude name, you guys? I don't know what his name is, but he was from that cult. The nation, the Carbon Nation, with Nature Boy and stuff like that. She's with the light-skinned dude, so he's there with her. Originally I was like, yo, this I don't think she should be over there with this guy, but thank God he was there, because no telling what the situation would have been. Solar, thank you, Solar. Yeah, no telling what the situation would have been if he wasn't, you know. And Jag also confessed that the reason why the dog isn't there is because the dog was allegedly, because Goomba, her husband, was allegedly going upside the dog and her head. I'm trying to say this the best way possible. There's no other way to say it. But you know, very abusive, you know. So that's the real reason why she had to get rid of the dog and stuff. She said that she's been going through a lot. PTSD. Anybody ever had a family member that ever served? I don't care if they were just doing paperwork. They never come back the same. And I think this is a situation where he is not the same because, and I'm just going to say this, I don't think Goomba is a bad dude. I don't think that he's a bad person. I'm not going to say that. I don't think he's a bad person. However, what the situation is that he goes through manic episodes, and it stresses him out, and you know, he reacts funny. Anybody who ever dealt with anybody with PTSD know what I'm talking about. So for him, you know, he goes through his moments. One minute he's fine, 1 minute he's not. My stepdad was a Purple. What's up, Naughty? Was a Purple Heart veteran. Okay, and thank you to everybody who has served. I do want to say that. Thank you for your service. I know some people don't like that, but I just want to say we appreciate you. That's what I'll say. I think when you don't take care of that PTSD and don't get the help that you need, it gets worse. And I think some people think that, oh, you know, I go to therapy for a month and then I'm fine. But you need to continuously go through therapy until you know for a fact that you're okay. And I think with them going from place to place, traveling all over, maybe that's not good. But the thing is, you can also have on like I've never went in person for therapy. I actually did it over the phone. So I think it's very important that you go ahead and have that regularly, you know? You have that Beverly, don't worry about how I say it. Shit. That took me out for a minute. That took me out. Uh but anyway, but you need to have that continuous therapy, keep going to your appointments and everything like that, and upkeep with that. When you don't do that, you will go through these manic situations. I'm not really all for medication. I'm not against it. I'm not against medication, but I'm not one of those people who be like, yeah, go ahead and get medicated. Even with marijuana, I'm not even like, yeah, go ahead and get medicated. I don't even do all that, you know. But if you whatever you need to help you, please get that. And I think it's very important that we stress that. If you need help, please go ahead and get it. Um, Also, I guess this is not the first time that this stuff has happened. This has happened repeatedly. And Jag said, you know, if you ever do this again, I'm out. I'm leaving. So that's what she did. And she's with the guy Solar. I think for Jag, and I never want to say that I want people to break up or I want people to not be together. But what I will say is that what ends up happening when you have somebody that's going through their own trauma and then you have your own trauma going on, it's not good for you. It is not good for you. You have trauma and then the person that you with have trauma and you guys are, you know, bonded by your trauma. That's not good that y'all do that. You know, that's trauma bonding. That's not good that you do that because you're bounded by because y'all both in a certain situation. Now hers is different. Hers is through, you know, the industry and stuff like that. His is actually serving the country. What's up, Juice? Mental stress oftentimes can come from mental abuse. If you remove the abuse, you can be cured. That's true. That's true. Um, it's not good along with a cold. Listen to you, Leah. Um, but this is kind of like a reoccurring theme with Jag as well too, because what I'll tell you this is that I think the people around her are probably not the best. I'm a say some controversial shit, and it is what it is. Sue me. I think number one, being around the carbonation. Now, the guy Solar, I have nothing against him. I don't know him. But I think if you were in a cult, I think you are still probably going because wasn't Nature Boy just arrested this summer? It was like in August, right? So he, you know, that guy just got out that cult. He's still going through his own shit. You know what I mean? He's still going through his own stuff. Then secondly, you have you know, YouTubers that you thought were your friends, but they're using you for clout and trying to go viral. You know, that's not good for you either because as soon as you do something bad, they want to secretly record you and shit like that. So I think toxic YouTubers she needs to stay away from because that's not good either for her. And then thirdly, her partner, not, and again, I want to stress because I would never want to incriminate anybody that's going through PTSD. I would never want to incriminate anybody. But I do have to say, you need somebody that is already got their shit together and is good and you know, sound mind and able to handle stress because you're going to be in a stressful environment. And then Jag has her own trauma, has her own triggers. You put that together, that's the explosion right there. Goomba is her husband. His real name is Gerald, but I think it's Gerald. Is it Gerald or Gerard? I think it's Gerald. but they call him Goomba. He goes by Goomba on social media, so I'm just gonna call him Goomba. But what's up, Queen? Thank you for coming. But yeah, you have somebody going through that as well too. So you add that together, it's a disaster. It ain't never gonna be good. That's a disaster, you know? It's sad that, you know, this was something that was brought up on social media. And some people might be asking, like, oh, well, if it's so bad that it was brought up on social media, why are you talking about it now? Well, I'm talking about it because shit, it's put out there. It's put out there, you know. Now, if this was a private conversation that me and Jag had, no, you wouldn't know about it. There's a lot of YouTubers I have conversations with, and I don't bring it up on camera because I respect their privacy. But this was something that was put out there. And then you got to remember, Jag also went live on her channel. So let's talk about that. So when she went live on her channel, she was on the phone with the police, and she was all like, "Why did you have my husband?" I cover Nature Boy, and others have covered him. Jaguar actually tell to is that supposed to be told? Talked to King World months ago and told her about Nature Boy and Carbonation. Now she is hanging with them. Yes, and as I understood, they were supposed to um they're supposed to be changed. So I do want to clarify that. As I understand, Solar and all of them, now they're supposed to be reformed and stuff like that. Like they're not still in the cult. So you know, they're supposed to be reformed, but how reformed are you if this just happened in August when he got arrested? I'm trying to look it up right now, but if it happened in August when he got arrested, you still need some therapy. Like I don't know the technical term for it, but you know, when those people get out those cults, especially religious cults, they have to go through a whole therapy process. Has he gone through that? I don't know, but obviously he's not going to be able to get through that right now. He still need to go get his help and everything like that too, as well. Let me go back to the phone call, and thank you for that comment as well too. So going back, she was on the phone with the cops and asked why was her husband outside in handcuffs for over an hour, and the guy, he was deprogramming. Thank you, that's the word. Why? And the cop was all like, it seemed like he was trying to say no, that didn't happen, but then he did admit that they did go in with guns ablazing, basically, and they basically got it. They had their guns already drawn. And he was all like, well, the person that we were on the phone with, I don't know who the person was, but whoever had called had said that I guess he had a gun and he was starting to shoot himself, and that her son was in the house. Because initially in that live with the YouTuber, Jag actually said that her son was at the hospital with the mom. But then we find out that he's actually at the house. So we need a little bit of clarification on that, because definitely if he's threatening to do that to himself, he needs to be out the house. You know what I mean? He needs to be out the house. Shaka and Solar left Carbonation because Nature Boy is in jail. They not reformed. They still repeat his teaching. Oh, ay, ay, ay. See, I'm not really too familiar with the Nature Boy and stuff like that. I just stay away from it because the only video I've seen is that when Nature Boy had that video and the girls were fighting on a beach and they boobies were all hanging and swinging and everything like that. And I was all like, yo, I don't feel like I should be watching this. I don't think this is entertainment. I like the funny shit. I don't like the, you know, the in-depth stuff. But if they're not reformed and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then definitely that is, yeah. Woo! That's some shit. Again, trauma bonding, and trying to go through things. And I think also too, I'm gonna go back to the call. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back to the call. I don't need no alleged banner. That's why I played the commercial in the beginning of the video. I know some YouTubers, they be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put on my banner." Putting up your banner is not going to change whether or not you get sued. If somebody don't like what you say, they still going to sue your ass. I know these YouTubers got y'all thinking that a banner saves them. A banner does not save you. Oh, and Miss ATLE, I just want to clear. Let's be clear. I wasn't yelling at you, but I just wanted to say that some of these YouTubers got y'all thinking that a banner changes everything. I promise you, the banner does not change shit. They made it up in their head that the banner made it better. Anyway, moving on. Um, so with the so she was on the phone with the 911, and then I'm gonna ignore the comments for a minute. I'm not ignoring y'all. I just need to ignore it so I can finish what I was saying. Um, so she three ways Goomba, right? Her husband. She three ways him and was like, okay, well, we gonna get the story straight, blah blah blah. And so when she called him, that's when he was on the phone and he was all like, yo, why'd you put this on live? Like, why did you go live with this, blah blah blah? And she was all like, no, somebody had called 911 and she was trying to explain. But it wasn't necessarily that she put it out. She did put it out there. Let's put that out there. She did put it out there, but she was not the one that like recorded the initial video. That was taken from somebody else's IG and then put out there. I'm still a little wonky on that because my thing is that if this situation is really what it is, why did you take it from IG and then upload it to YouTube? Again, Jag has to be careful and get the right people in her corner. She has to be careful and get the right people in her corner. Because when you don't do that, that's when you end up with shit like this. And I know Jag goes through her situation and she wants to talk about everything, but sometimes certain shit you got to leave that behind you. Now you can always tell your story. If you go through something traumatic, tell your story how you overcame it. I'm cool with that. But if you still going through the shit, then don't bring it up because this is this is the present time. This wasn't a story about the past, about Jay-Z and all that shit. That was a current situation. That's a current situation. So the husband gets on the phone. He ends up, I guess he hung up, but the cop was like, can I explain? Can I explain? But then I don't know if you guys watched it, but the live then just ends and it was like circling and spinning. So it didn't. So we don't even know what happened, what came about it. I did reach out to Jag. I messaged her on Instagram. I didn't call. I'll call a little bit later. I don't want to call. I don't think it's best for me to call because I'm not in Texas and I can't help with anything. So it's not. I can't help her with anything. So I'll call later, but I hope everything is good. And hopefully she did get my message and, I'll give a call. Shit. I don't know. After this video, I don't know if she'll want to even take my call, but I'm just being honest and I'm just putting it out there, She said he let a guy call her, a BITCH. Oh, Lotus, is that how it started? Mm. Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, Smooth, for bringing that up. So her son is safe. I guess the son was at the house, but he is safe. He's okay. I think also too, sometimes in certain situations, it's usually the two people in a relationship where it gets toxic and maybe maybe Jag was under the impression like nothing was going to happen to her son. I think that. Because I don't want to say that she would ever try to leave him in harm's way. I do want to clarify that before we go any further, because I definitely don't want to say that she was going to leave her son and her mom in harm's way. I think she just thought, because like she said, she's gone through this before. So this is a situation where this shit always goes down. This shit happens. And y'all seen those couples that fight all the time. They're like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm done with that. And then what do we see? Tomorrow they back with the person that they said they were going to leave and never be with. We see that shit all the time. How many times do we see that? A lot. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Oh no, I'm not gonna let you do this to me. I can't take this no more. And you see them back together again. Maybe she needs time off healing, even if right. And that brings me to my next point. I definitely agree with that. Um, uh, Good morning. Um, I think also too that she needs to do another YouTube break. Remember last time Jag was going through the YouTube circuit, and everybody was talking about Jag 24/7, and then all of a sudden she got off the internet and it stopped, and everybody had to actually find content to talk about. Again, everybody had to find content to talk about, and just not about Jag. I think at this time she needs to go ahead and do that again. And I'm not even gonna say like completely stop social media. I think what would be best for her is that she does her Philadelphia stuff. She just does the Philadelphia network TV. Just do that. Leave it there. Don't do any YouTube, or if you want to do YouTube, you just give an announcement like, "Hey guys, I'm going live on the Philadelphia network. Boom, 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 boom. Come over here, and you can get the exclusive. You can see what's going on with me. Da 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 da." And then boom, immediately go live on her Philadelphia network. But I think going on YouTube and ranting, it's not the best thing, because I'm not going to say somebody shouldn't make money or anything like that, because you get it how you get it. But it's best you go ahead and stay away from YouTube and get the healing and the help that you need. Shit, group therapy, shit, couples therapy. That's what it's called, couples therapy. Do that, couples therapy. That will help as well too. You ain't got to do it solo. Do it together. Well, her husband is I don't want to say all right. Her husband is alive. He was there, and he hung up the phone because he was upset that she went live with this, and that she talked about this on camera. Miss ATLA said rehab. Oh my god. What's up, BB? Thank you for coming. Jersey Girl, she said, we all handle difficult times differently. He is her number one fan, and it's finally taken its course. He's probably worried about her voice and how she expresses her feelings. That could be too. That could be true. Not two. Could be true. I agree with that. That definitely could be the situation. And he could be fed up. He could be fed up, and she could be fed up. I think it's both. I think it goes both ways. Oh, I probably shouldn't have did that, but I think it goes both ways. You say we can't get on Philadelphia. It's not working. Yeah, it's like crashed or something like that. I know when I had did it, not yesterday, but the day before, it was fine. But now it's crashed, and I know she said somebody hacked it, and now she got to get the firewall working and stuff like that. So hopefully she gets that going and get it working. I think for the time being, what she should do is do Patreon. I think Patreon would be better. Even though Patreon, you don't get the full money and everything, I think they only take 10% away compared to YouTube take 30%. But they take 10% away. So I think it might be best for her to go ahead and do it on Patreon, and then go ahead and move it back, to Philadelphia, or she can transfer it and stuff like that. I think that would be the best thing for her. Nice way of saying it's a scam. Have a lethal dose? You trying to get me in trouble? What the hell is wrong with you? What's up, Cups? Why your ass is so late? Or were you here the whole time? Why you late? I told you what time the damn live was. BB, you have a great weekend too. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. I don't know if anybody has anything that they want to add. I was just being honest and giving my 2 cents. I think people are not looking out for Jag in her best interest. I think at this time it's all about a click and a view. I don't think they're looking out for her at all. Oh, you still at work? Okay, okay, Cups. Um, yeah, I don't think they're looking out for her best interest. And I think hanging around with people that also going through their own trauma is not good for you. It must be 4 a.m. No, it's 6:40. It's 6:40 right now. Have I been to sleep? No, Kay, I have not been to sleep. I've been up since 10 p.m. 10 p.m. I took like a nap, right? I took a nap for 3 hours and then ended up, I was only trying to rest my eyes when I ended up falling asleep. So yeah, I screwed myself over. What's up, Part of Inspiration? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I was up early because y'all, let me tell you, in real life, I still be knocked out like tongue out and everything, drooling and everything. You know, I would not be up right now. It just happened, something I caught, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, what? I think this is all part of Jag ritual. When celebrities wear shades, when they are elevating to the next level, and the oh, Jesus, not the Illuminati. No, not the Illuminati. Oh no. You think that's what it is? Is that why people wear sunglasses? I'm always leery of people who wear sunglasses all the time, especially when it's dark as hell outside. Like, why are you wearing sunglasses when it's dark as hell outside? But yeah, I don't think that had anything. I think when you've been crying and stuff like that, I think you wear shades. What did Valencia say? I thought when she came back, she would be different, but nothing has changed, just as toxic as before. Ooh. So you think it was toxic just as before? Okay. Oh, thank you for getting me to 100 likes, you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell too. We do have somebody here. I am Strange Peace. I can't see the full name. Hey, I am Strange Peaches. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, good. Go ahead and sound off.
Listen, I saw this. I got off at 6 o'clock this morning. I saw this mess soon as I hopped in the car. I said, "What the fuck is going on?" Oh, she's live on our YouTube channel, and correct me if I'm wrong. So, that other YouTuber, he recorded the Instagram and then premiered it on his channel without her knowledge.
I don't know if it was without her knowledge, but yes, put it from Instagram, because you can say when you go live on Instagram, you can save it and then uploaded it on YouTube. Yes.
And then I don't think it made the situation better when she went live on her YouTube. And obviously her husband didn't know she was going to do that. And
oh, they feel like she knew. She knew.
She knew.
You think
Yeah.
she said like, oh, go ahead and put that up on there on the YouTubes.
Yeah, but that's so but that's so typical because I don't want to down her website or anything like that. I saw that she was getting a lot of heat for the website not working. And then that's when she went live with Solar, having that podcast or whatever she wants to call it. And I noticed when she went live on her YouTube, she was, calling him her nephew and saying that she had hired him as her personal executive assistant. I'm like, already? And he was mentioning that there was some type of conflict between him, her, and his girlfriend or something like that. So it just sounds like a whole bunch of drama, and you want to mix whatever business that you say you have with that drama. And then he's a part of that carbonation mess. So
yeah, and like someone said, he's not reformed yet, but he basically, they still have that same thought process, and nothing has changed. So that's a little alarming, because I was under the impression that he has been reformed, he went through the code and everything like that, and now he's a changed man. But it seems some people in the chat was all like, no, that's not the case. It's because Nature Boy was arrested. That's why they all, are in it. But before you respond, Strange Peaches, I want to say thank you, Lynn, for saying that it's in the conversation. She gave permission. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I don't know if I still want to do that, but thank you for clarifying. So I do want to say that. We fair over here. Go ahead, Strange Peaches.
And something else I wanted to clarify, when she was talking to the cop over the phone, I don't think she was getting the fact that maybe her husband was detained and not actually arrested. I think she was getting that confused. And, it was really cringy seeing that. Like, why are you talking to the police, having that whole episode with this complete stranger that you met how many weeks ago? Like 2 weeks ago? He's all up in your marriage business. You're all up in his relationship business, and y'all got all this drama, and it's all playing out online, and it shouldn't. So,
right. And like I said, he could be a cool dude or whatever, but he going through his own shit. He need his healing, and then the whole baby mama or his girlfriend or whatever. I don't understand that situation because I haven't dealt with that. I don't deal with that side of YouTube.
And then he
I
kept
think it's
mentioning
beyond
that
me.
he's only 27 years old. I understand he's an adult, but when you're 27 and you were involved in a cult, I don't know how long he was in that situation, but you need to step back, and especially step back from social media. And then you are partnered up with I don't want to say the worst person, but there's nothing positive going on around Jaguar Wright in social media. So I just hate to see our people doing this to themselves and each
Mhm.
other. And don't even get me started on that Philadelphia. I literally just unsubscribed a couple of days ago
You did? Why?
because, like I said, she was getting a lot of heat because her content was not what she was saying it was. I don't see any dating shows or anything like that. Whenever she did go live, after people started flaming her, it was
Mhm.
videos that was uploaded from YouTube, and it said live, but it was from like a YouTube channel called Real Black. They show like content from Black entertainers and stuff like that, and some of her
Mhm.
old concert footage. It's just not what she said that it was going to be, and just the quality, that's what got me.
So it's not like Netflix.
Netflix. Net-
I wasn't trying to be funny when y'all gonna get me in trouble. I promise I was not trying to be funny when
I
I
ain't no
said
getting you in
Netflix.
trouble. It is what it is, because when you go on that website, and I went and scrolled down, and I was like, oh, she has a Facebook page and a Twitter. I clicked on the icons, and there's no link, so it's just copy and paste and pictures. And then when I clicked on contact us, and it's like a picture of people in an office. Like, who are these people? Like, if this is your website, where's you? Oh.
I'm still here. I just wanted to put you big on the screen
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't.
Hey, I'm saying it. I don't give a damn. I'm saying it. So
So there
I
was
went on the
links with no
contact
links.
us. I went on the contact us, and it's like people in an office. So, like I was saying, the quality, she was bigging it up, and I expected more, especially if she did want to be on the platform like YouTube. She talks so much shit about YouTube, but she's on everybody else's channel. And it's another thing, one more thing, and I'm gonna drop off. She said she wanted to celebrate her million views. Where are the million views? Is it on somebody else's channel?
Yes, the real life productions. That's what she was talking about.
They got a million views.
Yeah, on the video that she did 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they got a million views.
Yeah, but that also. Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up because I don't want you to drop. I want to say this while you're still on here. The crazy part about it is that she so she got the million views on there, but I feel like everybody else is trying to take the moment and use Jag to get a million views, and this is what I mean by that. When she got a million views with Storm, that's because it was still new. Nobody really knew who Jaguar was and some people who was really in that neo soul circuit. And then she was talking about celebrities and all that shit. And we have a fascination with exposing Hollywood. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a big market for that. Just like people like that one guy, Andrew Tate, who's now arrested because he was trafficking and all that shit. And because he, you know, at the system, they think he's a good guy and stuff like that. But sometimes people aren't good that's a
It's
different story for a different.
clouded.
Yes, exactly. And so, you know, everybody was interested in that. And so that's why Storm, he chopped it up, and then that's why he got the millions of views and stuff like that. Then you have the real life production.
Mm.
Their most recent interview went to 1 million views. And the reason why that is because it was a production. It had lights, it had a microphone, it had shit that people were interested in. The quality looked good to it. That's why that
Mm-hmm.
got 1 million views. But her jumping on your StreamYard, you're not going to get 1 million views, you know? And some people are like, well, AT2, you interviewed. Yeah, I did interview her. And then I did take the videos and chop them up into segments because my initial video was about something completely different. And she wanted to come on and I let her come on. That's why I chopped up the video.
I know like it's your channel and everything, but just overall, do you think it was a good idea just interviewing her? Because I notice every time somebody interviews her, it's the same thing. It's the over talking and, oh, somebody killed somebody and I saw somebody in a park playing with somebody's booty hole and all this other stuff. And
Oh Lord.
it's the
No.
same thing. And I just don't see any growth. You would think if she left and, came back, it would be, something different. Where's the album? She said 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that her EP was supposed to be out and her single. Like, where's the progression? You're in your 40s, and for you to talk so much shit about an industry that you don't want to be in, you certainly
Hold
are
on, hold on,
working
hold on, hold
hard.
on. Your mama is an asshole. Don't call me no asshole. When you come on my motherfucking channel, you
Huh.
respect me. You respect me. Sorry, I was talking to
Hmm.
the commenter. I was
Yeah,
letting them
no,
know.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, like I hate it. Like, here's the thing. I'm one of the nicest YouTubers. You go on anybody else's channel, you say something they don't like, they cuss you out immediately. Don't come on here and disrespecting me. You know? Go ahead and finish. I'm sorry, Peaches.
But yeah, I think that was it. And just like you said, real life productions, it is a production. When I saw that she went live with what's his name, Solar, it looked like she went live from her phone. I don't know how they hooked that up and attached that to the website. The
Mhm.
audio wasn't all that great. It sounded like she was, talking through her cell phone. So you can tell. And then when she would go live on Instagram, she would be yelling in the background to her husband, "Go live on Philadelphia." So I would go back to the website like, "Oh, you about to go live?" Nothing.
Mhm.
So it's the play and going back and forth, and it'll be all over Philadelphia. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, where is it? Because when I first subscribed, it was a bunch of like Furum pages, and it just wasn't. Whew, yeah. I want my
Right.
$10 back. I know that.
You know what I think also too, and this goes back to when I had asked her, I was like, I feel like you don't have the right team of people around you. Like they're not connecting everything together because it should be like if she goes live, her YouTube should be connected to it. Like for
Exactly.
example,
You can be
on
making money off your YouTube.
right, if you guys go to www.at2entertainment.com, you'll see that my YouTube is linked to everything. My YouTube, Instagram, OnlyFans. I'm just kidding.
Okay, slip that in
But
there.
everything linked, you know. You know, everything linked, and I think whoever is in our team, they're not linking everything, and that's bad.
Well,
But
when you're
Peaches,
operating a whole website from your car, shit is not going to look right.
Peaches, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna let
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
have a
I'll
good
be back.
one. Thank you
I'll be
for
back.
coming.
You too.
I like her. Was that her first time here? Thank you for coming up. I'm gonna let Queen Lotus on.
Hi,
Hey
how are
Queen, how you
you?
doing?
Good, how are you? How's everybody? Hi, everybody.
Good,
Um,
good. You nice. You say hi to everybody in the chat. I appreciate that.
I just want to say we have to keep in mind that with the type of content that Jaguar is putting out there, and anytime there's anyone from that industry that wants to tell the truth, there's always going to be complications. You're always going
Mhm.
to have to worry about infiltrators. It's not going to be smooth. I don't think it's funny or anything to laugh at because it's something that we should be expecting coming from these type of people and with the type of knowledge and information she's given us. So it's not going to be in a perfect package. We like to expect things in a perfect package instead of looking at what is going on. She doesn't have the support that she needs. And that's why it may have been convoluted a little bit.
Right, right, right. I definitely do agree because for us, and this goes to why AT2, how come you haven't put out your EP yet? We want everything to be perfect. And I think what it is that sometimes you just got to put shit out there. And I was talking to my uncle the other day. He actually told me the same thing. He was all like, yo, what you worried about? Like, just put it out there. If people don't like it, they don't like it. You know, let them say whatever. Sometimes you just need to put it out there and see what happens. I think just because I think with Jag, this is how I go, flip it. I
Mhm,
think because she has been talking about this for a long time, that's why everybody was all like, well, I went on there and it was nothing like Netflix. And of course,
mhm.
it wasn't going to be like Netflix. That's just an example.
Right. We tend to be harsh on each other, but we got to understand what we're dealing with here. That's why
Mhm.
the mainstream has so much power because they're able to infiltrate and they're able to, mess up people's projects. Jaguar, we're going to support her anyway. I mean, those who do support her, truly support her, is going to support her. We need to give more support to people like that that's trying to be independent and not look for things in perfect packages. It's not always going to be that way.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at a comment, not you. But yeah, you're right. It's not going to be perfect. And speaking of supporting people, hold on, because I done covered up my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and all that. Okay, there we go. If y'all want to donate to the show, y'all see it up top, the Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Thank you. But yeah, I do agree. And I think, but I still go back to I think that the people around her are using her. I don't think that they're all good people.
Well, you know what, At? I'm not sure. I'm gonna call you At.
Yeah,
Um,
it's AT2, but you can say AT. That's cool.
okay. That's the problem. Anytime us independent melanated people try to do something without the
Mhm.
help from the mainstream or whomever, the industry or what have you, you always have these people that can always get paid and just ruin your stuff. That's the biggest problem we have. We get mad at
Right.
other people in the industry and this and that, but it's us too. They never can do things or destroy us or um um I'm losing my train of thought. They can never really sabotage us without our own help.
Right. Right. I agree with that because it's one thing for the others to give their opinions and stuff like that, but we will take it and completely slaughter somebody. And it's all like, well, damn, like I thought y'all was supposed to support me. It's crab. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Medusa said crabs in the barrel syndrome. Yes. Would you
We're
agree with
very
that, Queen
cruel.
Lotus?
We're very cruel to each other. And if we want to get anywhere and really be independent and have the freedom we really crave or say we crave, we want, then we're going to have to learn to support each other and stop tearing each other down like that. I just wanted to say that I'm not going to take up your time, At. Thanks for letting me up here.
Of course, of course. And thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. And thank you for giving us a different perspective. I like that.
Okay, okay.
All
You're
right, bye.
welcome. Bye bye.
I liked her. She was cool. I really did. I like both guests. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep you guys too long because I don't want to take up your time and just drag this out just for the clicks and the views and stuff like that. Because at this time, like I said, like nah, like really pray for Jag and make sure that she's okay. That's very important. She has a pattern and it's hearsay. Where are the receipts? I don't believe one thing she says. Well, Juanita, I did say truthiness. I did say that. But you're right. I think at this time, like, people want to be able to see it. They don't want to have hearsay. They want to be able to see it. And you're right about that. Pray for Goomba. Yes, pray for Goomba as well. Pray for the whole damn family. You know, that's one thing. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. There is truth-ish. She be cracking me up. Oh man. We are our own worst enemies. I believe. Yep, that's true. People speak from being fans. We scared to come together. I can see that. She says exactly what others have said. Right. We as both. Yeah, because that's another thing too. Oh shit. What? Oh, I thought something happened to my camera. That's another thing too. Like, it's stuff that we have heard about the industry. It's not so far-fetched like, oh, we ain't never heard this. Like, it's stuff that we've heard, and she kind of gives an explanation and more context to certain things. So it's not like it's completely far off. Some stuff, like I said, do I believe everything? No, of course not. There some things I'm like, oh no, that makes sense. Okay, I can definitely see that. Thank you. I love you too. Did Tokyo Tony influence? What do you mean, like a bad influence? A bad influence or a good influence, BV? Like, what exactly did she influence? I don't know. Oh, damn, kid. Damn. What's up, Marcella? Thank you for coming. And remember, everybody is allowed to have their opinion as long as they're respectful. You know, I have no problem. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put that up because it has the S word in it. Birdman, Black folk are easily. Thomas, I agree with you. That is true. Q stands on his own. We should take notes. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming. Ooh, Lotus, you feel that way? Everything was good. Do you think you know what? When I was talking about the people around her, I honestly didn't even think about Tokyo Tony. Like, I know her and Tokyo Tony work together, or they collaborate in their own kind of way, but I feel like Tokyo does her own thing, and I feel like Jag does her own thing. Like, I don't feel like they're one and the same people. I would say they're two different people, you know? Shout out to the hospital picture crew, and make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also hit the notification bell, and then of course, if you want to support the channel, you see the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, you see it all up there. Jag is each other. Ebony, go to bed, because my ass ain't been to bed yet. You need to go to bed too. Ken said she tore her James. Y'all, this live is supposed to be serious now. Shit. Y'all be cracking me up. Ken said she tore her James. Y'all are crazy. This is like Clinton move. I'll say it. She was there. Y'all crack me up. She was talking before Tokyo, right? AT2? Yeah, she was talking before Tokyo. Yes. Well, it's kind of hard to say because Tokyo has always been talking. You know what I mean? Like Tokyo Tony is always in the news for saying something, you know, but her thing is more Kardashians, her own child, her own daughter. It's more centered around that. Tokyo really doesn't talk about Hollywood. So Jag is all about, you know, her interactions in Hollywood. So it's more, they talk about kind of two different things. Oh, thank you, Marcella. I appreciate that. Love your laugh. Makes me want to give a super chat. Stop laughing and I'll be pro. Well, shit. Let me laugh all day then. Shoot. Make it rain. She telling the truth to live in Hollywood. What's up, Miss ATL and Stan? Hold on. Let me let you on. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I just want to say this. I thought I was dreaming because I woke up this morning, but when I listened to the live, did she say her and her husband weren't having relations?
I think she did. I do remember hearing something like that.
So I'm a woman of a certain age, right? And I don't believe I should be hanging out with this young boy that was part of a sex cult. Because I swear I also heard her say she was trying to throw some pee at him, but then she she made it a little bit better and say she was hitting people to throw pee at him. And I just, and I don't know what really happened because you can't, I do believe there can be some domestic violence, but I also believe a man can only take so much. But I'm just saying they both seem like they're off, and that's all I have to say. But I think that's a good point.
Okay, so you think that she might be throwing the pee at him?
Well, she keeps talking. Do you listen to her? Sometimes she's talking about stories about Jill Scott and how she was married before, and even though she was messing with somebody and Jill was dating him, I'm like, you weren't available. She's always talking about having somebody stuck with somebody. But everybody got their H days. But daggone, you're 40-something years old now. Sometimes you got to chill out. You got kids. You know what I mean? I guess Jag's trying to be a cougar, and I think she just need to get out the zoo. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Have a good day.
You have a good one. Thank you for coming up. I love her. Thank you, my big sis speaks. I appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Queen V. Thank you so much for the $19.99. I appreciate that. Y'all making it rain today. I appreciate that. We got 863 people up in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Damn. Damn. This ATLian, you're gonna get me in trouble. I don't want to say the lady is smashing the cult guy. I don't want to say that. I don't know that to be true. I don't know that for a fact. So I'm just gonna say allegedly. I don't know, but yeah. But in seriousness, I will say this. I think if two people are having traumatic experiences and going through so much trauma, sometimes coming together as one might not be the good thing if y'all haven't done the healing. I'm not saying that they have to get a divorce or anything like that. I am not saying that. I want to repeat that because I know y'all just gonna clip the shit up. I'm not saying that they have to get a divorce, but there does need to be some healing that goes on. Definitely some healing that needs to go on. To start on All Black label, but the other guys didn't want that. So Sean Combs and Jimmy Hitchman set up Tupac to get. Oh, let me take that down. Okay. And again, I don't know. You could be telling the truth, but I don't know. But I want to take it down because I got some words in there that I don't want to put up there. Clive, Diddy, Usher, Bieber. Wait, what do Bieber? Wait, a friend of your mom's. I don't know what that means. Like, what does Usher and Bieber got to do? Solar, DB busy making up. Wait, hold on, huh? Abstaining and carbonation. Jaguar better hit that. Oh, have lethal dose. I have heard like stuff about like they had like a lot of diseases going around there and carbonation and stuff like that. Yeah, like I hope all those people get the cure that they need. Oh, and again, I'm not saying that he has anything. That was lethal dose. I'm not saying that he has anything, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, that's what you meant, mentored. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying. Oh, damn, we got 900 people up in the chat. All right. See, more people are coming, and I'm all like, damn, I'm trying to go ahead and end this, but more people are coming. You said more intel than the CIA. That was funny. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link one more time. Oh, I didn't even think of a song to sing to y'all this morning. Okay, while we wait, I'll sing y'all a little song. Hold on. Let me get my vocal warm-ups. Me. It's morning, and we slept the night away. Hey. I said it happened. Ooh, let me go ahead and stop and answer this right quick. I don't know who called the cops. So allegedly, It was not Jag who called. She said a friend had called, and there was no clarification on who that friend was. Um, so two things. If you tell someone, because Jag can't be mad at her friend, and I'm not saying that she's mad at her friend, but if you tell someone like, "Hey, I have somebody who is going having these thoughts about harming themselves," or I hate saying this word, unaliving themselves, then you have to a social responsibility is going ahead and calling 911 or calling whoever to go get that person help, because you don't want to feel like you didn't do anything. So that's what that friend was doing. I'm not even mad at whoever that person that called or whatever, because they were worried naturally. If you call me and tell me something's going on, and then also you on live and everything like that, yeah, I'm expecting. I'm going to call if you tell me I'm thinking of harming myself or something like that. So it wasn't Jag, it was somebody else. That it was her friend. She didn't say who her friend was, but it was her friend who called the police and everything like that. You know, when you tell people, "Hey, I'm being hurt or something's going on," people naturally will call 911. I think back in the day you could say like, "Hey, I'm going through A, B, C, and D," and nobody would say anything. Then the next day you hear that that person is not living on this earth anymore. So whenever somebody is going through something nowadays, it's so out there, and we always go like, "Hey, don't accept this, don't accept that," or if you need help and you're thinking about harming yourself, please call 911. There's so many different resources. Sometimes, and I'll say this too, sometimes 911 is not the best because they're not really trained to handle mental stuff. For example, like the city of Oakland, because I live in the Bay Area. The city of Oakland, they actually do have a response team that deals with mental health. Like they go out before the cops go out, and they kind of assess the situation. If they need the cops, then they'll call the cops for backup and stuff like that. And a lot of there's a name to it. It's like a response something something, but there's like a name for it. But there's certain cities, especially major cities, they have a team of people that go out that more deal with like mental health stuff, and then they'll send the cops out and stuff like that. Unless it's saying something like, "Oh, there's an active person, doing this and that," then, the cops will immediately go out. So I think it's very important that when you call, you know what you're calling for, and you explain what's actually going on and ask them. Mobile crisis, ding, 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 ding. I think that's what it's called, mobile crisis. First response. I think that's more like paramedics and the firefighters and stuff like that. Crisis team. Okay, I think we're gonna stick with crisis team. Yeah, it's more the crisis team, and you have to check that. I don't know if Dallas does have one. Well, shit. While I got you on, it's funny. I'm asking questions. I can go ahead and just. Oh, thank you for putting that up. The mental health emergency is 811. Thank you. I should have put that in this disclaimer. Rapid response team. Okay, maybe I got different names to it. Let me see. City of Oakland as a team that deals with mental health. I'll try to think of the damn name. Mobile Assistance Community Responders of Oakland Program. Boom, 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 ding, 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 ding. That's what it's called. Oh, well, the one in Oakland, it's called Mobile Assistance Community Responders of Oakland Program. That's what it's called. Let me see if they have one in Dallas. They should have one in Dallas, but that they might not have it. They might not have the resources because Dallas is a resident. They ain't giving no time. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, Wiley? Wiley up in the building. Shout out to Wiley. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. I didn't know that I was auditioning for two kings and a queen. Because someone did a video. Shout out to Even Jesus Drank Wine. She was like, "Yeah, AT2 auditioned for the show too," and I was like, "I auditioned." Oh, Real quick, can everybody put hearts in the chat for Jag, Goomba, her son? Can everybody put hearts in the chat real quick? Because definitely, I think that's important. You know, we can say all the jokes and stuff like that, but if we can all fill up the chat with hearts real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and do a 30-second countdown while y'all do that. Okay, before I let Wiley on, I do want to say this. In Dallas, their mental health team that comes out to assist with the police is called Wright Care Team. It stands for Rapid Integrated Group Healthcare Team. That's what it stands for. The Wright Care Team, it stands for Rapid Integrated Group Healthcare Team. That's their like mental health team that deals with certain situations and stuff like that. So that team should have came out and helped the set of the cops. All right, let me let Wiley on. What's up, Wiley? How you doing?
Oh, wow. Good morning.
Good morning. It's morning and we slept the night away. Hey, hey.
Okay. Well,
but we didn't sleep together. We just singing a song.
Well, at least we sing and we ain't had to call the cops on our partners.
Sound off, Wiley. I know you got a lot to say.
So, you know, this morning I saw her live and I was laughing because I was laughing, but then I stopped. I was greatly disturbed because Armand Wiggins' former friend that got dumped, he interviewed this woman, knowing that she was in an emotional, broken place. And she interviewed him, and then once she started to cry, that old ugly cry, I will have to get off the line. But you ain't gonna take the video down. You had her in there crying. You used that woman for clicks and views. And it's great disturbing. And so, only thing I can say, it's a lot that I'm gonna say it on the Wiley Show channel, because I'm gonna come from experience, because I understand people that's disturbed mentally. I have a story time that I'm gonna tell. But when you're dealing with a crisis, don't run to the YouTube. Run to your doctor. Right. Because we ain't gonna do nothing but get clicks and views. We're gonna be in the chat. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna write on the channel and get the breaking news. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And I just want to say to Jaguar, keep calling the cops. Let them tase your husband, record it. So we can get you.
Let them tase him?
Let them tase him.
Why? Why do you want him to get tased? He should get help.
No, he should get tased because he's lazy. So, tase him and put it on the YouTube street so we can get the click and the view.
I'm mad that the chat is agreeing with you.
Yes, you keep on calling the cops with your lying to the cops and all that type of stuff. Get over here, he need good taser. If I was that officer, okay, ma'am, okay, I'm coming with my taser. Tase her and him. There's a right in there. And then maybe that good old electricity will reach down in Jaguar body and some register in her brain to get back in the studio and go back on tour. All she needs is a good
She
tape.
does need to get back on tour. Definitely. She should be doing shows every weekend.
And that electricity will get her right back on top. Put a couple of those 5,000 volts, that'll get her right back on top.
Well, Wiley, do you think that, and I said not think, we know this for a fact, she don't have the right people around her. Would you say that?
She don't have the right people around her because Jaguar Wright is in her own way. Okay? So she's in her own way. And so that's all she needs. Once the police tase a good old tasing, she'll be all right.
Not tasing. But,
Absolutely.
I will say on a serious note, I think that she does need to get help. Her husband needs to get help. And Solar, the light-skinned dude, needs to get help as well, too. Because all this trauma bonding and stuff like that is not good.
Is Solar single?
I think he is because he broke up with his ex, but then I'm confused because he's saying that he's going back to her. I don't know. Why you ask?
Solar. If you need a place to stay and 3 meals and a comfortable king size bed, I'm available.
Wiley, how you know if he get down like that?
Oh, he gets down like that.
Oh, you know this for a fact.
I know this for a fact.
Well, because I did hear, like, you know, with Nature Boy, he would. Never mind. This is gonna go somewhere else.
So I live in Dallas. So if he want to have a place, I'll put him in that good old hot shower, bathe him real good, get him a haircut, make sure he get tested, make sure he ain't got nothing, and we gonna have a good old time.
Wiley, is there anything else you want to say?
Only thing I want to say is good morning, everybody. And if you're dealing with a crisis, go to the authorities, go to the hospital. Don't bring the problem to social media, because AD2 and The Wiley Show and many others are going to use your dysfunction and trauma for a click and a view.
They're chasing that millions of views. I think, like I said earlier, they did it with the Storm, got the millions of views when he initially did it because it was something new. We didn't know what was going on. And then recently, the Real Life productions got 1 million views because it was a new interview and it was a production. And YouTube like that when you have a good production and stuff like that. But her clicking your StreamYard is not going to get you 1 million views.
No. And my thing is this. What does it profit you to get 1 million views if you don't get money in your bank account? It profits you nothing. So having 1 million, I would rather have $1 million in the bank than to have 1 million. Which one would you choose? 1 million views or $1 million in the bank?
You can $1 million in the bank.
So okay.
Screw the views. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like it was 1 million views on her channel. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You go to her, and there's no offense, you go to her channel, it's look like she's in a third world country with Wi-Fi somewhere in Zabula, Africa, somewhere, and can't even do that. So she can't even get her equipment right. We try to get the tea, and it's buffering and buffering and buffering and buffering and buffering. So she need to get some good equipment.
They said she get the cash apps. That's what they said.
Well, she ain't using them cash apps for her equipment. She used that to buy tacos, and she used that to take care of solar, and she used it to take care of other things like that, and stuff her face with alcohol and then so many other things.
Wiley, what time are you going live?
I'm going live today. The Wiley Show, we're going to go live. I'm going to work out first because I'm trying to get skinny. I'm trying to get my body right, 82, because I'm trying to have a lot of men around me. So once you get that body right, I want a nice tattoo on my back, because I saw you, Storm, and he looks real good because Storm took that towel down. He got a good body. He showed his cheeks. So I'm trying to do that too to get that.
Wait. Did you make that up? He really showed his cheeks?
No, I didn't make that up. He took his arm and showed his booty cheeks.
What the?
Do you don't see that? I don't know, 82. You must not be in a community. You straight?
No, I'm not. Like,
you
so
a straight man.
So did you go to his OnlyFans?
Of course I went to his OnlyFans, and someone sent it to me off his Twitter. He took the towel out and he showed his booty cheeks. It looked quite delicious.
Would you eat it?
Of course I would eat it. Man, he can put it in my face. Wait a minute. He can put it right there. You better not put that in my face. Oh, yes, I eat it.
Wiley, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. You have a good one. What the? It's still morning. It is still morning here. Like this. Y'all, we gonna go ahead and end the damn show. Thank you, Wiley, for coming up. Thank you, Miss ATL and Stan, for coming up. Thank you to Queen Lotus, and also shout out to Strange Peaches. Thank you for coming up. Peaches, change it. I'm just gonna call you Peaches. Change it from Strange Peaches. That sounds a little weird. But thank you, everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I don't know if any of y'all sent the cash out. It's 851 of y'all. If y'all all sent me $1, that'll be $851. So hopefully somebody sent some in the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Like I said, as long as you like the video, thumbs it up, get in the algorithm. That's all I can ask for, y'all. Thank you so much for everybody checking out the show. And I'll be back a little bit late. Actually, I don't know. I'm actually going to my sister's house, so but that's not until later. I might be back again. All right, y'all. Deuces, we out. Love y'all.